Take through the flag. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, everybody get a copy of the minutes? Kenny didn't, but I gave him mine to read.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. All in favor? Okay. It's all right. Got some to sign?
Is the air on in here?
I don't think so. Doesn't feel
Below
like
the line, there comes up below the line.
When tonight?
Thank you, Diana. Brenda will say, no, thank you.
You kept on him, I know.
They didn't get the phone call and Jan's not here.
Yeah, Jim's going to graduation, they said, and
His grandson.
and last month, he had the wrong Tuesday. He thought it was the last Tuesday instead of the So, we'll let him off the hook this time. And Sonner wasn't here last month, but I don't remember when the last time he ever missed a meeting.
He was sick.
So I'm not gonna say a word to him.
I had a little cellulitis running up to like,
So are you at 99.99% attendance rate now?
pretty much.
There's been once or twice you got messed up and we had to call and your wife got you right quick and you came when you.
So you got a couple of tardies?
Yeah, he had a couple of tardies. Over 20 years I've been on here, that's pretty good, I'd say.
I have my mind set.
Y'all forget themselves,
You're just like a time act, you just keep right on tape, don't you? Okay. New business. Anybody got any new business in front of us out here? Okay. Under old business,
Benji had some new business.
I don't know if mine's new or old.
if it's on that truck, it's old.
Okay,
You're gonna be after this.
I got a little bit of new then.
You got new business too?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have your new.
You want the new? The commissioners would like to buy a what we call a road hog. We demonstrated it about a month ago. It grinds up roads. It'll grind up anywhere from 1 inch to 12 inches of asphalt road or gravel roads. It attaches to loaders, to a loader, and this particular model that we're wanting to buy is a demo. It's 4 years old, but it's only got 63 hours on it. It's been demonstrated here and there. So the new ones run about 102,000. We'd like to buy this for 75. We'd like to pay for it over 5 years at $16,045, I believe. Yeah, $16,045.
How wide is
It is 40 inches. 40 inches.
Like a lot of passes in
The road we demonstrated on was like a 16-foot road, and it took 5 passes. But it's, if you're familiar with the old grinder we had, it just took all day to get down the road. This thing is really quick. It just chews it up, just real fast.
You have all the peripheral equipment that goes with this? I mean, you got the belting and the, I mean, you got everything that goes with it as far as loading and on a truck?
We've got, it goes on a loader. It's run with a loader. We don't have to have a tractor like we used to.
It's
with
got
the
the
other.
conveyor on it to throw it back into the truck?
No, no, no,
It just
no.
throws it
no,
back
no,
on the road?
No, throws it back in the road. It just grinds it up. Where we think we'll, and I've got a little bit difference of opinion on this than Ray does. Ray thinks, Ray's wanting to use it for blacktop roads. We've got some really bad ones. You know, he inherited some really bad roads down south. And he's thinking we'll chew those up, put a little oil in them, possibly chip and seal them in a year or so and try to rehabilitate them that way. I don't think it's a big savings to do it that way, but Ray's of a different opinion. Where I think we're gonna save the money with this machine is on gravel roads. We during the demonstration, we chewed up a gravel road and brought up a lot of old gravel that had been buried down 6, 8 inches deep. Where I think we're gonna save the money is with gravel.
What did those roads look like after all these rains? Where you tore that base up so are they soft now?
No, but we ditched in front of it too.
You have to roll this after we do it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, you have to roll it. A gravel road you wouldn't have to roll probably, but probably would be a bad idea.
So it grinds it up really.
Really fine,
Really fine.
yeah.
This is in Larry and you guys are free on mine.
How many leases we got now?
I don't know.
You're on the
How
machine.
many leases we got now, Benji? This isn't a lease, this is a
No, this
purchase.
is a buy.
This is
That's
a
at least
buy.
a purchase.
They just purchased each.
What's that?
This is what we would have in 2000 next year.
If you buy this.
We buy that and buy the truck that
Right.
I'm already gonna talk about too, okay? This is what we'll have next year.
You got a payment due this year on this,
No, probably not,
next year?
next year. I don't have an actual one on. You can have it? Okay. I think.
How much they got tied into the leases there, right?
Well, right now it's, 130,642.75, isn't that correct? In our 2013.
Right.
With the purchase of the grinder, next year will be 148,819.
That includes
That
the lease.
includes
The truck, the
the
tandem
truck,
truck.
too.
That includes the tandem truck. We're wanting to lease to purchase as well.
What was the first number, please?
The first number is, in 2013, is 130,642. And with the purchase of this road hog, it would be 148,819.
So you got something dropping off of the lease this year?
Dropped 2 last year, didn't it?
We're always gonna have 4 graders.
Well, what I'm saying is, so you said it would be 150 next year, right? And that's with your new truck. So is something dropping off?
No. 13 is 130, 14 is 148.
It's gotta be more than that to buy the truck.
Oh, he's got the truck in 2013. Right.
Right.
That includes.
That would include the payment this year in 2000.
of the
So
new
that
truck.
includes the truck.
The 30 will include the truck.
130, that will include the truck. Oh,
What have we got in equipment?
oh,
Did we miss you?
I don't know. I
All 3 commissioners.
I don't know what I have.
Well, they all
on that
agreed to
truck.
it, yeah.
You know what we got in our budget for equipment? Highway,
That might be.
Is that a 13 book down there?
I'll find out in the truck.
Did you not get a copy?
There you go.
You got it?
I I thought we had like 130 maybe this year, but at least one, I'm not sure.
You guys want a copy of that, please?
Yeah, Barb made me a copy of that.
Come on, get down here.
Just bring six up.
Okay.
They requested 98,000 in new equipment. We.
What about leases though?
Huh?
Leases.
Well, I think all that goes to leases.
It's on the highway.
Well, leases are several items there, but
I thought that was all lumped into the equipment, the leases, and then whatever the equipment said, that's what the lease money was involved out of.
I thought we had several items.
I don't see it. Leases is separate item.
Just, promote.
If in fact it is in that, they're gonna have to request a lot more.
I didn't really want to do it, I don't see that there.
Sorry about
There's lease payment right there. Right there.
They requested 200 and we left 155.
Ben, did you say this is a purchase?
Oh, that's down there under the other location.
Yeah, we got 155.
In lease?
General and
Lease.
yeah. They requested that and that's what we approved.
So the one with the question mark, Benny, is your new truck?
Yes. And she just put that, when Jane made this out, she didn't know what that payment would be, and now I know, so.
What is it?
29,472. 29,472.
Is there, will there be a
What?
payment this year on that one? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see it there.
What, why are our grader lease payment so much higher next year? Why are they going from 14 to 23?
Not unless they're up.
I was gonna say, is that the last year?
Two
Is
of
that
them.
the last year
Okay,
payment?
okay, see, the District 3 grader goes from 12 to 24.9. We, remember in that District 3 grader, we got that, what do I want to say, we got a credit for turning in that excavator, that wheeled excavator. And they give us a $12,000 credit. That's why that payment is more next year.
Why are the other two go from 14 to 23?
I'm assuming those two are up next year. We have to
Last payment.
This year's.
No,
No, next year.
I don't think those are last payments. I think those two graders are up for bid next year.
Oh, okay.
So that's an estimate?
That's an estimate,
Of what they'll go up to.
based on what we had to pay this year.
Okay.
So.
Because you notice the
Do you
District 2
think you're gonna
grader.
wanna lease them again, or a new lease, or do you think?
The graders?
You're gonna wanna do a
Yeah,
buyout on it?
no, I think we can't afford to buy out, I wouldn't think.
So she's estimating, the first two are estimates,
The first two are estimates,
okay?
right,
And the fourth one is double because we had a credit against it for
right,
this year.
for this year,
All right.
right.
And she's saying the Durapatcher, next year's the last payment for it, right?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
It says last out there, right?
Okay, I see that,
See that?
yes.
Yeah.
I thought we had two of those leases.
We do, but I think the
We must, one of them must go.
The 11,586 is the last payment on that one for District 3. The District 1 and 2, Durapatcher may be already paid for after this year.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So, what do you want to tell Benji on this lease proposal here?
My mindset that they're all in agreement, they think it'll actually help our roads, if they think it's worth it. Everybody complains about how bad the roads are.
How many year lease is it, Benji?
5 on the grinder,
And the payments are gonna run,
$16,045.
so they're only charging you $45 for interest even?
1,040.
So it is a
Oh,
lease then,
yeah.
Benji? It is a lease or it is?
It's a lease to
Lease
purchase.
to purchase, okay, and is the last payment the highest one?
They're all the same.
They're all $16,040, so they're charging you $1,045 a year to carry this $75,000.
Right. Total interest 5225.
I don't know, I can vouch for a lot of the gravel roads, they need something, and it don't seem like those big deep
Well, we just
potholes
see,
will come out.
we just keep adding gravel and adding stone, depending on which
Right.
one, what you put on each one.
So how much do you think you get done in a day's time on a gravel road with this? Just, ballpark.
You said you made 5 passes on that road,
It was a quarter mile long.
quarter mile.
It took 2.5 hours. That was a blacktop road.
So in your 10-hour shifts, you're working, getting close to a mile,
You
maybe.
get about a mile. Of course, you don't, you wouldn't have to turn around all the time either if you did a mile at a time.
That's according to how much is cutting though in there.
True,
He's cutting a little bit.
true.
How much are you cutting on that blacktop?
4 inches.
So, Rick, what are we doing?
I didn't know we had any roads for it.
But we went down, we cut about 8 inches on that gravel
We
road.
have to agree to it because it goes out beyond this budget.
Beyond this budget.
Right.
We have to agree to leave it in our budget for next year. That's the reason they're asking that.
Oh, just.
It's in there for this year, but beyond, if it goes beyond this year, we have to agree to it.
I kind of feel like Brian, if it, and I mean, you get out and drive the gravel quite a bit. I mean, there's spots on some roads you might only have to use it, half mile, and the rest of the road might be okay, but, I mean, you satisfied that it'll work, do the job?
I am.
I don't have a problem with it.
I'll tell you, Steve Robbins, the District 2 foreman, is really big on it. He just can't wait to get a hold of it.
He's good.
And if you all know the job that Steve does,
Now, I'll make a motion that we'll approve.
I'll second.
Now, you doing it on it and the truck both?
We
We already got him on board here.
got the truck is a.
The truck's in here.
So we have to do.
I was just doing this, but we'll see.
I thought we already did that.
She hadn't advertised it.
Oh.
The $180,000 for the new truck, you hadn't advertised.
For today.
Well, okay, so you're asking for the least one truck, though, and the.
that's the
80
tandem.
to do.
The 180 is the 2 single
So,
axles.
so the question is, are you asking, is your motion to approve the lease of the truck too?
That's what I
I
want to
hadn't thought
know.
about that. I thought it was just for that.
Well, it was on this
It's $30,000.
paper he gave us.
So how much is that truck?
That truck is, with the trade-in, we got, it was $117,588. With the trade-in was $6,100, so we're paying $111,488. Which,
They're charging you $9,000 for carrying.
sorry,
They're charging you $9,000 for the interest. If you're paying $30,000, right?
$29,472.
Yeah.
And I estimated that from another one. What happened was, we got the bids, chose a Kenworth, which is the same truck as the single axles. Just happens that it was the cheapest. Tom Smith decides he wants a bigger engine because it was significantly lower than what was spec'd when we bid it. But yet, so we got prices, we got the payments, which I don't have now, but we did then, for that bigger engine. Well, since the commissioners meeting, the Allison transmission place says they will not allow the bigger engine to go in that truck because that transmission won't handle it.
Well, serious
So we're
transmission.
going back to the
Well, so
original
It's
bid.
an automatic transmission?
You just buying an
It's an
automatic?
It's an automatic?
Yes,
Gee,
yes.
is it a 3000 series transmission? A 3000 series transmission, or do you know?
Hold on,
Or a 2000 series?
hold on. I wouldn't know.
Why are we buying an automatic?
Because that's what they want.
Who's they?
Tom Smith.
You got your motion on the floor for one, right? Okay.
To be honest, even Tony Bennett says it'll pay for itself in the long run, but not by having automatic transmission.
By having an automatic transmission?
Have you seen the fuel specs on automatic versus standard?
No?
Then you tell me what you just said. After you see that,
Okay.
it won't happen.
Won't happen.
So you got a motion on the floor? Right. Or not?
I'm thinking-
Well, that's for the road.
I know we read that truck.
For the road haul.
No, he's just on the road road. It's all
Road haul or grinder, the same,
Right,
right?
the same thing.
Same.
Motion on the floor for a grinder for 5-year lease with buyout.
So it's a lease off,
5-year lease with buyout.
lease to own,
Lease to own.
not a buyout, lease to own.
Okay. Thank you.
Matt Owen will not build the truck at this point. Okay. So that was your motion? Got a second? All right, second. Any more discussion? All in favor? All right.
Well, nothing will be required from you, Diane, except make sure they include it in next year's budget.
Now, don't forget it.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
I know my road, they've done a bunch of rock on it, there's a couple places, and it just goes down, it just keeps going down. It's like, where's all that rock going to?
We think we're gonna recover a lot of rock.
Go to my house, I guarantee you, there's much of it.
Think about it, we've put rock on those roads for 100 years. Where's that rock gone?
That's why I keep telling everybody, where's it go? I mean, I'm kidding you, there's hundreds of tons in that one spot.
Did you get a quote on a 5-speed or transmission? How much cheaper is it?
Can't tell you what it is. It's like 8,000.
Plus the fuel.
And the fuel's gonna be, you're gonna get 5 miles a gallon in this truck. If you get a straight stick, you get 8 or 9.
That's what we, all the concrete, we have a heavy out transmission, so we had 305 tons or something like that. They got about
They call them washing machines.
They got how much a mile, 4 miles a gallon?
Yeah, they load all the time, didn't they?
They were all-wheel drive. 6-wheel drive.
Well, okay. Let's go to, the advertisement here I've got on the rainy day.
We're gonna act on bid your second request.
I didn't think you told me.
Well, me requested it,
Okay.
so we gotta act on it.
What do you want to do on that truck, that tandem?
we talking about the transmission? Well, Brian could tell you too, I mean, from everything we've looked at on the trucks is something we have to keep going. We can't back off that.
Oh, I'm not against the truck.
And,
Just what kind of truck and what,
Right.
which truck?
yeah, it's just which truck.
What engine, what kind of truck is this you're buying?
It's Kenworth,
So how many horsepower
it's
more?
a Cummins engine.
So it's not a wet sleeve
330.
engine, it's a throwaway engine.
330.
It's a throwaway engine, it's not a wet sleeve engine. Did International bid?
Yes,
Did
they're
they
a
bid
lot higher.
Did they bid a wet sleeve engine, no?
I don't know, they're a lot higher.
A lot bid.
That's what we.
12, 15,000 higher.
But engine's a wet sleeve engine.
I don't know, that's called, we call that an LT.
1,000 miles more out of it, they just put new sleeves in it.
That's what we call a throwaway. I think they called that an LT1. In a concrete truck,
I
that's
can't
what
tell
they
you
call
what
it, a
kind of
throwaway.
engine they bid. I don't- One don't mean any more than the other.
You're not a truck engineer.
No, not a mechanical engineer.
They want to have you guys take a second look at their purchase, or is that where we're at?
You think the truck is $8,000 cheaper if you get it?
That's a round figure, yeah. The most of the bids were
We don't have
about.
the bids here.
I do not have them here. They're in the auditor's office. I had them when the commissioners decided what to buy.
So we just basically agree to buy on that. So all we can do is say, no, we're not gonna fund it. We can't do anything else.
Is that what they're wanting to start doing, is get automatic transmission with the Cummins motor? I mean, they're wanting to standardize somewhat.
That's the idea right now, anyway.
We're trying to make it easy for some of the guys.
Were they
to
unanimous?
drive a 10-speed.
Were they unanimous on an automatic transmission?
Yeah, they were all, they were.
How much
unanimous.
convenience can we afford though?
Pretty cheap drives.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
What do you think, Benji? I mean,
He's done with it.
I know you're not a mechanic, but
I
what do
don't
you
know,
think?
Larry.
We ready for automatic transmission?
I wish Tom was here to make his argument.
I know when they go out.
well, when his first argument was he didn't want a single axle, he wanted a count.
Oh, yeah.
And after he got his wish there, now he's wanting to go to an automatic with a baby engine versus having a real truck. That's the way I look at it.
Know more about trucks.
Well, I'm
And he
concerned,
works for the commission.
I'm concerned that Allison was concerned about having a bigger engine with that transmission. If that's the case, then the transmission's probably not big enough for that truck. Because they make a 2,000 or a 3,000 series, so.
Only thing I can say, only thing I know about it is that's what we always run in concrete trucks.
Then you
It
got
had
3
like a-
mile to go.
It either had an LT1 in it, or it had a 330 Cummins, and I believe it's a 6-speed automatic transmission.
Dry sleeve.
Yes. The only thing I know about it, when one goes out, you drop it.
Put another motor.
Put a rebuild.
Right. It's a throwaway engine.
Well, I don't know which one it was, but there was one they called it, the number on it was an LT1. That's what they called I think it was the 305.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but Kevin Smith one that small, so what's with?
What do you want to do, discuss it with the commissioner some more?
What's the difference in the gallons that they use?
Oh,
probably over the other.
They'll be 5 mile.
Between them?
at least.
I wasn't aware of that, Dwayne, and I'm not too sure anybody else is either.
$4 diesel.
I'm gonna make a motion. I'll make a motion, we buy the truck without the automatic transmission, and if the commissioners wanna buy one with automatic transmission, they need to justify to it. But I'd like for us to get going with something in the next
Okay.
couple, whether we're waiting another month. So I can't tell them what to do, but if they wanna go with Cadillac, I think they gotta kind of justify it with all the things that we know about mileage and so forth. And, if they wanna come and talk to us about it next month, wait another month on this truck. Otherwise, I would make a motion that we've all agreed to need a new truck.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize we'd been going this far out on the limb, so my motion is to buy the truck as bid with non-automatic transmission. And if they want an automatic transmission, they need to come to our next meeting and justify it.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah, fair enough.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion? Okay.
So basically, we agreed to put it in the lease payment in the future for, with this grant.
Thank you.
So this truck could go down from 29
Yeah.
to 472.
And you think it'll go down $8,000 or $9,000?
Yeah, it's about, they were pretty consistently.
And it's a 4-year lease, so it could go down, it could go down $2,000 a year. It could go down to 27 instead of 29.
Roughly, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I mean, this is truck, it's stock, or they gotta build it.
All right to build it.
So you're talking something that's out, 4 or 5 months out.
Oh, not that far, they say.
Okay.
They say 60 days, but we'll see.
Okay.
We've heard that before.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, we got the advertisement on stuff we approved last meeting, and you remember we approved a rainy day of $51,250. An edit of $51,250, and then we had the $180,000 here, wasn't that, for those other two single axle trucks?
Two single truck out of it.
And now we've got the proper advertising, we need the motion to officially pass this,
If there's not any questions from the audience, I'll make a motion to approve these. We talked about them for 2 months.
Kenny second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried. Okay, got that taken care of. Where did Barb Lance fall in here, under old?
No, it's new, I'm asking for
It's
a.
not on our paper.
That's
in
our
the
error.
additional appropriations.
It would be our error.
You got it under the additionals?
That's what she just put down there to go with those. You got 3 additionals.
We got paperwork on all 3 of them?
Yeah. You should have them in here.
Right there in your hand.
We'll go for it.
No.
One is ADA,
I've only got 2 of mine.
and the other one is,
The one Barb Lance laid down too.
Oh, what she
that
brought in.
paperclip is
Yeah.
two.
Didn't have it with me.
That's 2 right there.
Yeah. And then the one that she just gave you.
And then, I can't remember what they were. Oh, here, I got them right here. One is for the ADA, and the other one is, the rainy day on the internet and the phone system that you guys had the joint meeting with the commissioners. We've never done an additional appropriation for that. I need to do an additional appropriation, create an account in the rainy day fund to take care of those expenditures.
So you got one for, what's Barb?
And Barb's is $4,000, and she'll have to explain that.
Yeah, Barb's is 4,000 here. We transfer from the adult users fee fund into new equipment budget.
That's Barb.
Yeah.
So that's what-
Was
is
that
that-
non-taxing fund?
Yes.
is that a transfer bar?
Yes.
It's a transfer request.
You got appropriations to cover that somewhere?
Yes, it's our user's fee fund, where
It's
all of
not-
our money we
it's not a
collect.
It's not an additional then,
No,
it's a transfer of.
yeah,
Are you transferring from one fund to another?
no, out of the account, where we put when we collect, our collections go into the adult users fees fund, and then we put it into a budget.
Do you already have a budget line in mind? Okay, I don't see that one often enough to remember what you
Now,
what
she's
you
wanting,
have.
she requested $4,000 to be transferred from adult users fees fund into new equipment budget, account number 2,000, title 41,000. So what she's wanting.
It's an interfund transfer.
I don't know what you consider it. The adult users fees fund is where all of our money that we collect off of probationers goes into. It's kind of like and then I'm just asking, we did not have it in our budget, so we're wanting that money to be moved into our budget.
So it's not a transfer, it's an additional.
It's actually, yeah,
New equipment.
Right. It is additional appropriation, she doesn't have a budget, but it's not, it's in a non-tax fund.
yes. It's not tax money.
So it don't have to be advertised.
Yeah, so we have to, that one probably separate. No, all three of them.
Yeah.
We've always got something to go back to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make a motion we allow it with, being,
Proper.
properly advertised.
Second by Brian.
Just hers?
Yeah.
Just her.
Okay.
Any more discussion on Barbara Lance's request?
You'll run the financial on that for us.
Two seconds,
Okay.
please.
Thank
Get
you.
it advertised.
Thank you very much.
I said, all in favor?
I didn't hear you vote. I didn't see Casey, he was making me nervous.
Carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then we've got, the rainy day fund for the internet phone system for 65 phone channels and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna read it.
So have you advertised that? Yes.
No, I haven't. That's to request that.
We approved that back in January, I think it was. So
January, February.
I make a motion that she advertise for our next meeting for the additional cost for the phone service, and internet service.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Hey, you got that, son?
I got that.
All three of these you're gonna have to carry forward. Okay, and then the last one of these is the ADA funding. And, we've got two options here, one's 49,540, but this is what came from the commissioners here.
Yes.
And option two is 21,230. Option one would be for ADA to perform the entire project, with option two being the ADA would train someone in the county to perform that project. During the conversation with ROW, R-O-A-W, it was explained that the project would be as progressive as the county could allow. When funds become available, the auditor would set up a fund to distribute costs of the ADA project for as long as it takes to be compliant with the Federal Disabilities Act. Did the commissioners say where they wanted to get their money for this at?
No.
They did say they preferred option one.
They did prefer option one.
We just want.
At the 49.
Yeah.
And the gentleman that was there speaking on behalf of that company did say that this could go out as far as you guys want to take it. They wanted to
It's
do
my
a
understanding, though.
5-year plan, 10-year
They have
plan,
not signed
20-year
a
plan.
non-collusion affidavit whatsoever. They've just sent us a quote. Right? There's no bid form or nothing. I know you give me the legal that says quote. I'm a little perturbed that they only get one quote. We only advertised in one paper, and we didn't call anybody for another quote.
There was
Fair.
another lady.
They came in and asked for the specs of the quote. Eric Murray came in and asked for the specs of the quote. We did not receive anything from Eric Murray.
Everybody, he's not a licensed architect.
DZL came in and they gave us a quote at another meeting, but they did not come back. They tabled that one because it was highly pricey. And they tabled it to see if they could get more bids at a lesser price.
So who was the company that gave you a high one?
DZL or DLZ or something like that.
How did this evolve that we needed to do this? I mean, this just came out of nowhere.
Luke, I don't know where he got it from, but it's a federal.
We have to have an 88 plan.
We have to have,
And we
it's a
knocked out one
mandate,
after that,
Disabilities
but-
Act, Federal Disabilities Act mandate on the county that they are in compliance.
What's the option, what's the lowest option? We don't do the other? 21,000?
$21,230 for option 2.
I'm amazed. I dealt with these in school for years, and I got it done for about 10 or 12,000, and no ongoing cost. I don't understand why it's so expensive.
Everybody's you collude with,
Uh,
everybody's you collude with.
No, I just don't understand why it's so expensive, and we're dealing with an outfit in Indianapolis, when we got people in Terre Haute who can only drive 30 miles and do this job.
Well, are some of these ADA areas like the park and lake the responsibility of that board?
Well, it's owned by the commissioner, so we could probably charge the park and lake part of the bill, but I think the commissioners are ultimately responsible for part of it.
But you, then what you're saying, we feel that it needs to be researched more.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to micromanage the features, but I just know past practice with a lot of teachers that, I don't know why the ongoing cost is so high. Once you get the plan, basically it says you need to put a ramp in, as money is available, you need to put a ramp in here, as money is available. And then the commissioner's budget for money in the future, we're gonna replace this ramp this year and this ramp that next year. But once you got the plan, I don't know what the ongoing issue is. I don't know why you'd have to have $30,000 on an ongoing issue.
Maintenance fee. Well, we table it. Or get more, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I'd like to see some outfit in Terre Haute, or 3 or 4 of them in there, could probably do this.
Well, when you're 21, you're right underneath the bid threshold, and the Board of Accounts doesn't like that. You know, when you're close to 25, you know what I'm saying?
75
Yeah, but it's 25 and 1, 75, depending on the scope.
Under 75.
Or 75 flat out.
But you're supposed to have at least a couple of quotes.
They want at least 2, they prefer 3.
I think it was advertised twice.
It's making a difference. If you don't get it, you're supposed to go out and get it.
We don't even know those are non-compliant areas.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you, I'd like to go out and get a couple of additional quotes.
Well, it seems like there should be one person someplace that should
Send the
just drive
information, I
around.
mean, we used that guy in Terre Haute to do the courtroom, they could do the work, I don't see anything from them.
Tell me what we want to come to board meetings.
I would just say that.
Because out of the ordinary to ask for it.
I would just say
What's that?
we
Ask for
table
more
it.
bids.
I think request some more bids
I don't think that's asking too much.
or quotes
Quotes,
that we feel
request for more information.
this is